Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review of REMEDIUM Sentinels on Xbox. Now this released on the 18th of July 2023, developed by Sabaka Studio and published by ES Digital Games, who were kind enough to send us a copy to do this video, so big thank you to them for that. Now, this game is a roguelike, fast-paced, auto shooter game. Very much reminds me of Vampire Survivor, the game that basically did gangbusters on Xbox Game Pass. And this plays very much like it. However, this one is in like full 3D over the sort of 2D pixel art style. Now, this game is set in the world of REMEDIUM, which is another game by the same developer, and basically it's been hundreds of years since this grey plague basically wiped out most of humanity, turning them into vicious mutant freaks. There's now only like a handful of cities remaining, and they're basically always battling against these mutants. Now, in the game, you will control a Sentinel, which is like a sort of robot-y mech suit sort of thing, created by the alchemists, and your goal is to defend the cities against endless hordes of mutants. So if you've ever played Vampire Survivors, you know exactly what you're going to get here. It's more of the same. I really enjoyed this game. It's simple. It's one of those gameplay loops where you basically have to just survive as long as possible, kill as many enemies as possible without dying, level up your Sentinel, and every time you level up you get a choice of 3 random upgrades, which can be new weapons, it can be upgrading weapons, it can be just like perks as well, like you move faster or you do more damage, that sort of thing. You can also collect scraps by destroying things, which can be used for permanent perks, which gives this game its roguelite sort of aspects. So these permanent perks you can use in between runs, you basically can purchase them, and they go up in the amount they cost, so it does give you a reason to keep replaying the game. These permanent perks are like, you get a percentage of extra damage, a percentage of extra health, and a permanent percentage of extra like speed, all the sort of basic things to sort of help you in the game. Now, gameplay wise, you basically just walk around, your weapons auto fire. You start off with just your basic one, and obviously as you level up you'll unlock more and more of them, and they are varied. Like I say, the first starting Sentinel has this like attacking like arm weapon. You then can get like rockets, machine guns, you get like a pulse wave, you get mines, all sorts of really cool stuff. A giant wasp that attacks enemies, which seems to do a ton of damage. I really enjoyed the wasp when I had it leveled up. And that's it. It's a very simple gameplay loop. You'll play as long as possible. I mean, your first couple of times you might survive for less than 10 minutes, but once you sort of get used to the sort of the areas and the way you're playing, you get used to the sort of loadouts, and you can build your loadouts a bit more to your play style, you'll survive for much longer. Now, you'll eventually unlock multiple areas to play through. You start off with one, and then you unlock the church and stuff, and then I think there's 6 or 7 in total to play through. There's also a variety of different Sentinels you can unlock, basically by freeing them from like cages in the levels you're playing. Each of these Sentinels you unlock have their own health and sort of speed compared to each other, and also a variety of different sort of perks, so you can eventually feel a bit different when you play each of them, and you can maybe pick one that suits your playstyle the best. Now, graphically the game looks fine. It's not going to blow you away. It is a simplistic, sort of slightly low poly art style. However, it looks quite nice. It's from like a top-down perspective, similar to Vampire Survivors, but you can also use the thumbstick to zoom in, which I think is nice. It doesn't give you a clear enough view of like all of the environment and stuff, which you kind of need when it gets a bit hectic. But it is nice to have that sort of view to sort of zoom in now and again as well. Now, obviously there's a ton of different enemies. They start out easy, and they slowly get more, they have more health, they do more damage, they do throw projectiles and stuff. There's also like little boss characters and stuff you've got to deal with. So, I thought this game was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I've only just got into Vampire Survivors literally like a week ago. But it's one of those games, it's easy to play and hard to master, and you can play it in short bursts. Like one run, you know you're going to play for less than like half an hour roughly, so you can sort of go, oh, I've not got a lot of time, I'll jump on this for half an hour and play it, I'll do a run or two. And I thought that was really, really cool. Overall, gameplay is fun, it handles well. You've just got to get used to, obviously, how the upgrade system works and everything like that, and all the extra powers and abilities that you can use to build your basically perfect loadout. Now, I don't think it's as in-depth as Vampire Survivors. However, I do feel like you get more variety earlier on than Vampire Survivors, where that you seem to have to play quite a lot to sort of unlock a lot. This one, after a couple of runs, I was already unlocking new Sentinels and new areas to play in and stuff, which was great. Now, the game is normally priced at $3.99, which is a fantastically low price, but it's currently got a launch sale of £3.19 for the next 11 days at the time of recording. It's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S consoles, also available on Steam and other console systems as well. So if you're looking for another auto shooter sort of roguelite game and you've had your fill of Vampire Survivors and you want the next thing to play, definitely check this one out. It's really, really fun. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content. Bye for now.